I am from Gaza. My father is from Gaza, my mother is from Lebanon. Yeah, I am from Gaza. I do have my father's side of the family. Most of them are in Gaza at the moment. Many cousins and their children and their grandchildren. I am in contact with them as much as possible. Communications are very intermittent, so typically what we do is, we reach out to one person who has communicated with others and we fill the gaps like this. They are alive. Obviously, they are all displaced in and around Rafah. They have been displaced multiple times throughout the war. Some houses have been demolished. Some distant relatives to me, but closer to them, have passed away from airstrikes or other forms of attack. They're alive, I guess. Not in a very good situation, like everyone else in Gaza. Well, I've been changed. Everyone I know since the start of this have been deeply impacted and deeply shook, I guess, to the core and forced to react to the activities, to what's going on. We're all hooked on the news. We want to know when it's going to stop, when is life going to go back to normal, if life is going to go back to normal. If it doesn't, what is next? Are everyone from Gaza going to be no longer living in Gaza and they're going to be refugees all over the world? And the story of Gaza, that is one of the oldest cities of the world, continuously inhabited, civilization after civilization, will that just stop? It'll be really sad, I guess. So all of these are questions, very heavy questions that move everyone. Kids haven't been going to school for 4 months. No one is going to work, no one has an income, no one is going to university. Universities have been demolished, schools have been demolished, infrastructure, I guess, a whole city has been toppled. And it's a big crisis, I guess, to the people in Gaza and to people who are connected to Gaza, like myself and like all other Palestinians, and like all the pro-Palestinians, all around the world, like here today. As Palestinians, we don't have the luxury of, stopping. We just keep going forward, because if we stop, we're gone, we perish. So that's how we cope. We cope with holding on to hope and going forward, always going forward, never forgetting who we are, never forgetting where do we belong to, never forgetting what our rights are, and carrying that and going forward. Me, everyone else, many other people who are haven't been in this space before, have just been drawn into this because of what they have seen. Every year we have a Nakba rally in the city. Sometimes we get 100, sometimes we get 20, sometimes we get 50. In this square, we've got the biggest rally record in Brisbane's history, which is around 10,000 people just for these latest events. So it shows you how this event has changed or impacted so many people in Brisbane and all around the world, obviously. I do have a message for the Australian government. Uphold the values that you claim to have. Be on the right side of history. Impose sanctions on Israel especially trading weapons with Israel, and boycott Israel in general until justice, is done by the Palestinian people. Thank you. Thank you for your support. I know that a lot more people are with us than are against us in Australia. There's a big ratio towards the pro-Palestinian side, and that is because it's the right side. And I thank them. And don't stop. Keep going. In my view, eventually there will be justice, and there will be peace, and there will be prosperity. And this story ends well, in my opinion. We love you. We support you. We've never forgotten you. We're doing what we can here, and we know that we will get there one day to a free Palestine.